Greetings Multiverse! LEGO DC Supervillains is the big DC Comics gaming event of the year. It's due out on October the 19th and it's already looking like a big love letter to DC fans. Apart from all the references, we're sure the team at TT Games will sneak in. The game will also bring back a number of classic, iconic actors to reprise the roles they made famous in the animated series of Batman, Superman and Justice League. We thought it'd be fun to go through the latest trailers and list them all. So here's our list of all classic voice actors revealed so far for LEGO DC Supervillains.
Insignificant specks.
Number 1. Michael Ironside as Darkseid. The latest story trailer held a number of voice actor surprises and none more so than Michael Ironside returning as the iconic voice of Darkseid. Ironside is known from movies such as Total Recall and Starship Troopers, as well as the voice of Sam Fisher in Ubisoft's Splinter Cell series, but in DC he's best known as Darkseid in Superman the Animated Series and Justice League. We've always been sad that Ironside didn't return to the role in the likes of Justice League War, Batman Superman Apocalypse and Injustice 2, so we're astonished that he's back in a LEGO game of all things, but we're very pleased to hear him. And returning with him,
The crime syndicate claim they are very close to locating the artifact.
Number 2. Michael Dorn as Calabac. Michael Dorn is best known as Lieutenant Worf in Star Trek The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, has appeared in numerous major video games including StarCraft, Fallout and Mass Effect, and has even had several other recent DC roles, including the voice of Prometheus in Arrow Season 5. Alongside Michael Ironside though, he also starred as the voice of Darkseid's adopted son Calabac on Superman and Justice League, and now he's finally back in the role it seems. It was only a very quick line, and he's currently not on the game's IMDb page, but we're pretty sure it's Michael Dorn.
You're with Lex Luthor now, the greatest ever criminal mastermind.
Number 3. Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. Clancy Brown, who's known on screen for such great movies as Highlander, The Shawshank Redemption and Starship Troopers alongside Michael Ironside, and who also appeared as General Wade Eiling in The Flash, but will mostly be known to DC fans as the once and forever voice of Lex Luthor from Superman the Animated Series pretty much onward. He's actually the odd one out on this list because he was the one major voice in both previous LEGO DC games, LEGO Batman 2 and 3 Beyond Gotham. Frankly, we're overjoyed to see him back, but we're not as shocked about him returning as we are about...
You got it back for me! Put it there!
Number 4. Mark Hamill as the Joker. Arguably the most iconic, perfect character voice of all time. On screen, Mark Hamill may be forever Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, right up until last year's The Last Jedi, and he may have been great as the Trickster in The Flash, but to pretty much everyone, he is the perfect, eternal voice of the Joker. Despite supposedly retiring from the role numerous times, he's also returned multiple times. But his appearance in LEGO DC Supervillains was a shock because the first trailer for the game actually featured the usual LEGO Joker voice of Christopher Corey Smith. At some point after that trailer, Hamill must have decided, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Awesome news.
We can stop them.
Indeed.
Number 5. John Barrowman as Malcolm Merlyn. This one came as a surprise to me as Merlyn appeared in the most recent story trailer for the game but only said one short line. And apparently he's being voiced by John Barrowman, whose role as Merlyn in Arrow is one of the series' highlights. The character seemingly died at the end of Arrow Season 5 and Barrowman announced he was retiring from the role, so it's great that he's changed his mind, even if it's just for a voice in a LEGO game.
2 with 1 shot. Not bad.
Number 6. Kevin Conroy as Batman. Almost as iconic as the Joker is Kevin Conroy's Batman, who has played the role since Batman the Animated Series and has been Batman more times than we can count, including in the Batman Arkham series and Injustice games. While LEGO DC Supervillains focuses on the villains of the DC universe, it's great that the Justice League themselves will still feature, especially if they're going to bring back great voice actors like Conroy. And speaking of which...
No, but we can.
Oh.
Number 7. Susan Eisenberg as Wonder Woman. Like Conroy, Eisenberg has been Wonder Woman since the 90s in Justice League the Animated Series, and continues the role through numerous animated movies and games, such as DC Universe Online and the Injustice series. She didn't play Wonder Woman in LEGO Batman 2, 3 or LEGO Dimensions, but she's back now in LEGO DC Supervillains. Great news, but it's still kind of a shame that Superman isn't George Newbern or Tim Daly. But there's still one more familiar name on the Justice League side.
Back off! Green's my thing!
Number 8. Josh Keaton as Green Lantern. While certainly not as iconic in the role of Green Lantern as Nathan Fillion or Phil Lamar, Josh Keaton does have the neat stamp on the character of Hal Jordan, since he's not only played him in the other LEGO games, he also played Hal in the fantastic and underrated Green Lantern the Animated Series. So to us, he's also a classic voice actor. That's all the major names we can notice returning to play DC roles they made iconic, apart from possibly Tara Strong, who, well, always plays Harley Quinn. So while she's fantastic in the role, we're not giving her credit for doing it again. Do you know any other classic voice actors returning to LEGO DC Supervillains that we left out? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, subscribe to DC Comics Gamer for everything on LEGO DC Supervillains, DC video games in general, and the worlds of DC. Thanks for watching, folks. Multiverse out.